Some of you have been wanting to launch businesses or do things, but you may have been trying to figure out like who's a good partner to go into business with, who can I actually invest with, you know, and you guys are about to actually go into business with your divine counterpart, all right? Whoever this message may be for, all right, divine feminines, you're about to go into some type of business with your masculine. All right, this is somebody that you can trust. This is someone who is very like goal oriented and goal driven anyway. This is somebody that's like a see it through type of person. So whether you are like the leader who likes to plan things and maybe you don't always know how to follow all the way through to execution, this is somebody that comes in and they know how to follow it all the way through for execution. Like you may come in with the new idea, the new skill, then they follow it through. Or this is somebody that's going to come in with the new idea, the leader, coming up with the new idea, the new skill, and then you're the one that's going to follow it through. Okay, flip it how it may fit for your life. Some people are more cardinal than others. Some people are more of just fixed. They're going to show up every day. They're going to work on it. They're going to make your business turn into real life. Okay, so either you're going to be the person that's more fixed or your partner is more fixed, whatever the case may be for you, right? But I'm seeing like you guys really getting into some type of business together. And honestly, it could be multiple businesses. Like I'm seeing you guys do some unique things that people have not saw before. People are going to be intrigued to see it. All right. God has showed me in my dream. I had these guests or whatever that I'm really, really close to who were coming to my home because they wanted to see what I was working on. But God was showing me that like there was people like the home or the business, it had a lot of traffic like coming in and out, so a lot of people is busy. They come to whatever the establishment is. Like if you have an actual storefront, you can have a lot of people that come to your storefront. Maybe you have a school and there's a lot of people that's in and out of the school, or some type of program or organization or whatever it may be. Like it's like in and out. Okay, maybe a hotel, maybe an apartment. All right, maybe you are a landlord or owner or something like that. But God was showing me like it was a lot of people that was coming in and out of the place. But I knew that it was my place because I was the only one with the key. All right. And someone tried to take the key from me. Someone had I had misplaced the key, but then I went and found the key. And the people that I was with was like, oh, next time you can just call maintenance and they'll just let us right in. Like you don't have to do all of that, because I went to actually go find the key myself because I was like, nah, I need the key. So you're going to be someone that you want things done the right way. Even if it's going to take the long way, you're not going to do any shortcuts. Like, you're going to go find what you're looking for. You're going to have what you need. Like something very specific about that as well. But yeah, I'm seeing you feeling like you can trust your divine counterpart with an idea that you may have, or they're going to be feeling like they can trust you, right, to nurture and develop an idea that they may have. But however it may go, whoever comes up to who about this idea, just know that both parties is going to be motivated and willing to at least listen, right? To listen to the ideas, listen to the vision, listen to the plan. And then I'm seeing like there's going to be actually forward movement taking place here. And maybe either you or your divine counterpart is going to be hit off guard a little bit, or shocked, I want to say, by how persistent you are or how down you are, right? Like they may come to you with an idea like, hey, I want to do this, this, this. And then maybe you're like sitting on it and you start to think about it. You take it back to God, right? Whatever the case may be, you're analyzing it with your intuition and you're like, you know what? This sounds like a good idea, or this sounds like something that I want to get into. And this is going to kind of shock them because maybe they thought that like you wasn't actually taking note of what they were saying, or maybe they would think that like you didn't really think that their idea was such a good idea, or something that you'll want to invest in, or whatever the case may be. Or let's flip it. Maybe it's you that's giving out ideas and telling them things that you want to do or start, and maybe you feel like they wasn't even really paying attention or copying that, or maybe you feel like they wasn't going to have the money to invest, something like that, because I'm getting like this person's going to hit you off guard with, either having the money to invest or having like a real life plan to really stabilize whatever it is that you're trying to do. Bring it to the 3D, right? Get it out of your mind and actually bring it to the 3D. So I'm seeing two people that's about to really be working together. All right. I'm seeing y'all making a lot of money together in the upcoming future. Okay. Because these are two motivated people. Again, if you're the leader, if you're the starter, if you're the boss, you're going to have somebody on your team that is very like stable, that is very reliable, that is very dependable, that is very loyal, right? Committed, hardworking, who's going to hold it down, who's going to show up to work, who's going to help create like or turn your vision or your dream into a reality. Okay, so flip that how it may fit for who you are, with this message. But I'm seeing like you guys are going to hire employees relatively quick because you guys want to be like as less involved as possible. You get what I'm saying? Like you want to just own it or be the boss of it, but you don't want to actually be, having to work certain positions and jobs. So I'm seeing you guys hiring employees because if you're so busy locked in working, there's other things that you're not doing, and this is not going to work for you. So it's like you're going to not have a problem hiring people so that you can handle, like CEO shit or CFO shit or COO shit or confirmation, or so that you can tap into another business or another career, or take care of whatever it is that you need to take care of. Like maybe you're already affiliated with different companies and businesses, different investments, so you can't like be a housekeeper and be a driver and be a teacher. You're coming with the money, you can hire people to do that. So I'm getting like you guys are going to be doing a lot of interviews, just trying to get the right people for your team. People who actually love people is going to be big for you. So if you see that they're just hopeful and joyful about life and just grateful to be here, that's going to really make somebody stand out to be a part of your business. But yeah, I'm just seeing a lot of money being made together. Like you guys going on trips frequently. You guys could be working, out of town. Okay, I'm seeing y'all on y'all laptops. It's really, really early right now. Not really, really, but it's 8 a.m. Um, it was just 7 something and I'm blanked and now it's 8 a.m. It's crazy. But I'm seeing two people with a croissant with their laptops out. I'm seeing a woman with under eye patches, and actually I'm seeing a guy with some under eye patches on as well. So you might have, put them on him or whatever. And that's just part of how y'all waking up with y'all aesthetic. I'm seeing some robes hanging in the bathroom. I'm seeing white robes. Okay, so you guys can be like on vacation somewhere at like a hotel. All right, but y'all are gonna be the type where like you don't be locked down somewhere. That's why you can't actually, like you may have a business where you're like, I want to open up a store, but you're not gonna be like the sales associate in the store. You're gonna hire associates, and then you just come into the store to make sure inventory is stocked up, to inspect the place, see where you should build things, see where you should put things, just really being a boss. It's like you can't be there working day and night because you're that's not your calling. Like your calling is to really be a true boss, and you're going to have the resources to actually help other people's lives that is willing to work. Because it's a lot of people that need jobs. It's a lot of people that are willing to work. So why not meet them halfway and give them a job, instead of trying to do things on your own. Like I get it. You do things on your own when you're first starting up maybe, or if you don't have the money or resources to actually hire other people, or maybe you may not have like family and friends that could come in and help you, then I get it. You got to do it on your own. But I'm not seeing that in this particular situation. I'm seeing where you guys are going to try to do as little as possible. If it's something that you can just hire somebody to do, I don't see you guys arguing about that. Like I see that just being done just to clear some time so that you guys can focus on other things. I'm seeing like very communicative. Like you guys are going to be able to really communicate in this union, and it's because you guys are actual business partners. All right, it started off as close friends. Somehow you turned into my girlfriend, so you guys could be really, really close friends. All right. And this is why y'all have built this type of connection. So going into business is just going to feel like, you're going into business with like a friend. But this is somebody that is loyal. So it's not like, a friend that you can't trust with money. Cause sometimes they say don't go into business with your friends. But I'm getting like this is somebody that's already either they're already in there, they already have a business, or maybe their family is used to having businesses. They can come from like an entrepreneurial type of family lifestyle. So it's something about like you're not going to mind going into business with somebody. You're going to want to go into business with this person. Like they may be the stabilizer that you need in your company, or they may be like the fixed one that you need in your company, or they may be the leader that you're missing in the company, and then you come in and you bring the mutable signs, right? The people that could flow right in, pick up where you left off, help to create and establish a really legit business or storefront or brand company, whatever the case may be. So this is fire. You guys are going to be working with your divine counterpart. You're going to want to invest in this person. This person hasn't given you a reason not to, you know? So yeah, this may not be for everybody. I already know that this is not going to be for everybody. And that's okay, babe. You don't have to comment and say that this is not for me. You can just simply just listen with your ears and let it be just like that. But yeah, I'm going to end this just like this. I see a lot of money, money, money. So it's just like you may be having a lot of money or coming into a lot of money, or maybe you're doing very well at your job or your career, and you got a lot of money, and now you're like, okay, I want to invest in something. I want to start that business. I want to start something. And it's like this person's going to be like, all right, let's do it. And it may shock you that this person is really, really down to help, but it's because they believe in you. They believe in the brand or the company that you are creating, and they just see that it can actually go far. And they're not a fucking hater. That's another thing. They don't have hate or jealousy in their spirit. So they're going to be ready and willing to help you for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. This is beautiful working together, okay? Working together. I'm seeing a multi-million-dollar couple, family, all right? Setting new generational wealth into play, okay? Breaking generational cycles or curses of poverty or anything like that. Your families may not even be the wealthiest, but it's going to stop with you because you're about to come into this wealth with your divine counterpart, period. I love you all, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.